Welcome back to Mountain Connections. I'm very much looking forward to speaking with a very talented artist. Lindsey Meyer is here with us today with her husband, Colby Myer. We are practicing social distancing, but they are here in the studio on a different set. They are also sitting so you can see her beautiful work. Lindsey and Colby, thanks for joining us today.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
We are so excited to be here.
We are looking forward to digging in about your beautiful pieces. Tell me a little bit about your inspiration and when you started painting.
So I think both of us started pretty young. I think we're both born artists and creatives. But my work is primarily based on mindset growth, and my process is a fusion of mediums. These are oil, and this conceptual notion that we are the gardeners of our mind, that our thoughts have power, that there is manifestation and abundance in positive thinking, and that we innately have this divine nature in us, and to inspire and uplift others through my work.
It is very inspiring, very beautiful. Colby, you have a master's degree in art and design. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, I've been painting for a long time, but I decided to go back to school. I went to the Laguna College of Art and Design in Southern California, and I studied painting there. And when I left, I got a great teaching job. So since then I've been teaching art and painting as well, and it's a great combination because I'm able to lead by example with my work and show my students what it's like to be a working artist.
How do the two of you work together to create the beautiful art that you have?
Yeah.
We're each other's muses.
Yeah.
I think what I appreciate about Colby is his technicality and his eye for detail and just his knowledge in art. My chief concern is really color, light, and the conceptualization behind my work. So when he comes to me, he really helps me with the technical part, and then he comes to me with, I don't know, a little bit of design.
So Lindsey has helped me be very professional in my work and allows me to kind of stay more consistent and create a consistent body of work. And I don't know how we've made it work, but we just have.
It's pretty
nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome to be able to go on hikes and go into nature and be able to just appreciate the beauty that is around us and be able to bring that back to the studio and to create things for mankind that will uplift and inspire others. It's a pretty awesome relationship that we have. It's pretty cool.
And Lindsey, I'm curious about your process when you decide to start a new piece. How do you take it from a blank canvas to the beautiful art that we see here on the set today?
So it all starts with meditation, pondering an idea, drawing, design, and then basically painting. And my painting process is definitely more in a flow state. It's very meditative, and I enjoy so much of the process, probably more, and it goes back on that idea of growth mindset, that when we are in this flow state, we can really create a lot of harmony, peace, and well-being with our mind, body, and spirit. And I just want to be able to inspire others too, and to be able to fulfill a narrative for other people.
Yeah.
And that narrative is very much about growth, starting with a seed, that mindfulness. When did you decide as an artist to really take this route within your painting, within the themes?
I think it's just been my journey. I also teach bar and spin classes, so health and wellness has been always on the forefront of my mind, and if I can incorporate that spirituality and that wellness into my art, I just feel like it's such a fusion of it's just a great fusion that I can give to the world, in a sense.
And speaking of teaching, Colby, you teach at a private school in Maine. I'd love to hear more about that.
Yeah, so North Yarmouth Academy, it's a small independent day school right in Yarmouth, Maine, right outside of Portland. And the studios that I work in is huge. It's a big studio. The students come in. I have carved out a little space that I make my artwork in. And the students come in and see me working, and we really just kind of collaborate on ideas together. Students make some fantastic work. I'm inspired by them. I hope I hope they're inspired by me. But it's a very nurturing and gratifying experience.
It is.
I'm sure your students very much enjoy having you as their teacher.
Thanks.
Did both of you grow up loving art, or when did this real love and talent develop?
Yeah, absolutely. We grew up surrounded by the arts. I was a classical ballet dancer for many years, so we were brought to the theater. Music was a big deal. Museums, art. It's not only been part of our childhood, but it's sort of been integrated as our lifestyle. And I think that art is so awesome in that attribute, is that it's not only edifying and beautiful to surround yourself with those things, but you know, it's visual communication, and it's humanity will always need art.
Yeah, and hope.
And hope. Yeah.
I'm so happy you brought many pieces here to studio. It really helps us see the depth and breadth of your work. I'm curious about the medium. It looks like it's oil on canvas. I see some metallic sheen. There's some very real images in there. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so Colby uses a lot of gold leaf and silver leaf in his work, and I've also used a lot of gold leaf and silver leaf. I have a degree in art history, so a lot of my work is inspired by 16th and 17th century notions in design composition. So this is very much a play on vanitas, memento mori as well. You see a lot of 16th century artwork really using the gold leaf to create that divinity, that light. So yeah, this is primarily done in oil. This is a fusion of digital design, oil and gold leaf. I love using Photoshop to be able to create compositions and my conceptual ideas. So this piece right here is just full of analogies and metaphors that really convey this idea that we are what we think and what we manifest. You have like the timepiece and the compass, books. I have a few other genres. We all have a story to tell. It's about the journey. You see at the top this mountain, and it's just like a balance, like life is a balance. So this piece is a little bit more in depth with analogies, but I want to be able to evoke conversation or inspiration from the viewer, and hopefully this piece will fulfill a narrative in someone's life, you know, that this is kind of my story. And I think that's what's so great about art, is people collect art because it fulfills some sort of narrative, or it helps tell their story, you know, so.
They are absolutely breathtaking, and
Thank
these
you.
pieces, you have an art show here actually today, and it's going virtual. So tell me about how people can participate and purchase your art here in Park City.
So from 1 to 3, people can call in and FaceTime. We'll be doing a virtual tour of the gallery, and you should call in anyway. If you need something to uplift you and inspire you today on, like, there's so much going around, there's a lot of heaviness in the air. If you need something to inspire you, please call in and even support the arts. I think that's why we are artists, is we want to uplift and inspire and always bring a positive message to humanity.
And you absolutely do that. So it's exciting to know about that virtual art show. You two are in town for that, so it's really a great way to do it. So thank you so much, both of you, for being here, Lindsey and Colby. We encourage people to find out more at Park City Fine Art and be able to participate within that show. We'll be back with much more right after this.